Okay, today's Friday. Didn't get to go to a lot of sales. Went to approximately. Let me take a quick look at my paper. She didn't cross 1, 2, 3, 4, probably 4 or 5 or 6 sales. Don't even know. Doesn't matter. Here's what I got today. I spent a total of $83 on everything you see before you. How did I do? I did pretty goddamn good. Today was one of those days. I didn't get any video games, AJ, so. And other people like video games. But today's one of those days where, like, all the information that I store in my head that's basically useless until I stumble across stuff like this comes into play. And lately it doesn't, because you don't see items of this particular quality at sales if you don't go really early, because everybody scoops them up like me, you know. But yeah, all the useless information that I keep inside my head came into play today when I looked at things like these vases, right? And I'll start with these vases. Okay, this, and that. They're Italian pottery, right? I'll start with this one. Okay, this is just this is probably Desimone, if I remember correctly. Maybe it isn't. Let's see. Dipinto a mano. But it's basically, I gotta take out that sticker. Product Vetrice, probably Italy. Dipinto a mano. I gotta look that up. The other one must be Desimone. But it's just a nice painted thing. Now, I only paid $10 for each of the vases. I paid $15 for that sculpture over there. So it's very nice. You know, it's really nicely hand painted. The stuff about this particular pottery is you have to be very careful. It has a soft glaze. It chips very easily. I mean, some of it will still retain value, but you know, it sucks. You get damage, and it can really put in dent in what you're going to make in this. Anyway, $10. Now, what kind of information comes in handy is this has to be worth at least $35 and up if I'm going to list it on eBay. Otherwise, it's a flea market item, right? I'm not 100% sure on this one, but it's really nicely done. You know, it's really good quality. Kind of like modernist painting that the Italians were doing in the 70s and earlier. I figure it's worth 50 and up. Pretty sure about that. This one I know for a fact is worth over 50. And this one is Desimone, Italy. This one is probably pre-70s again, or definitely pre-80s, but most likely 70s. This one has what looks to be a fisherman casting a net, catching a bunch of fish. Even wrote Desimone over here. And there's his buddy helping him haul a fish into the boat. There it is. I already showed the Desimone signature on the bottom, and I showed a partial label that you see. Not 100% sure, but small vases, similar to these. Oh, hey, Slavik. Small vases similar to these will go 50 and up. So I know for a fact this is 50 and up. Probably 100, 150. So again, something like this is going to cost me at least 20, unless it goes somewhere in New Jersey or New York. It's going to cost me like 20 and up and ship, possibly as much as like $30. You can just put them anywhere if you're done with them. Edit this together and pick up where I left off with this vase. I also paid $10 for this vase. That's what they were selling them for. And everybody was they were looking at like collector's place. I don't get it. They were buying they had booze and other items, furniture. But this vase is probably the most valuable of the three vases. But I can't be sure, because this one's probably pretty good too. This is definitely 50 and up. It could be over 100 because it's a larger size. But this is a Rosenthal netter. And this is also made in Italy. And I don't know if you call this design striped or rings. But again, 50 and up. These three items are most likely eBay. I might as well show you what I know for a fact right now is probably the best item I got today. This is. Okay. This is super fragile, so I'm not even going to screw around with it. I'll just show you the bottom. It's Lo Scricciolo, I think, with a paper label that says Italy. It's also signed by the artist Colombo, and then it's also signed back there with the same Scricciolo signature. Obviously, this is Don Quixote riding on a horse, and his buddy, I don't know, Pedro. I don't really know. Don Quixote and whatever, Kimosabi. Kimo and Tanto. Beats me. But they're both writing on this. Now, I helped somebody. Okay, let me just tell you, I know for a fact this is worth between $250 and $400. Well, actually, I haven't seen completed sold, but someone's auctioning right now. They're starting at $250 and they buy it now is $400 plus shipping. Now, theirs has damage. I looked and looked and looked, and I can't find any damage on this. I looked like here. I checked the ears. I checked the toes. I checked the nose. I checked everything, you know, and I can't find any damage. So I'm assuming it doesn't have any damage for now. Even like that little helmet. Now, I was talking to, I was helping Sandra pack something, and it was very fragile like this. And we were deciding how to do it. I'm thinking like, when I ship this, when I sell this on eBay, because I can't believe that I would sell anywhere else, that instead of wrapping this in bubble wrap, what I think I'm going to do is just take the styrofoam, the little popcorn styrofoams, and then just maybe even crush them up smaller and just lay this on maybe a bed of bubble wrap, and then just put the styrofoam all around it and this and whatever, and not crush it down, but just put it down, and that ought to protect it better than bubble wrap. Because the problem with when you do tight bubble wrap, things like this guy's arm, you could just snap right off. I mean, look how delicate this stuff is. That's why I can't believe it's not broken in, or as far as I can tell, I don't see any damage. I don't. You know, I don't see any sharp unpainted edges right now. So, and obviously that's, as this particular second in time, as far as I know, the best thing I got today. Wow, it's cold out here. My fingers are cold. This is a mystery. This is pretty cool. This is just a brutalist sculpture of a spider and coming down onto a web, and there's a butterfly there. And this was only $10 again. They like that $10 number. And this was signed MAC 1973. I like brutalist sculptures. This is pretty cool. If I'm lucky, Mac, whatever, is a good artist, and he will be worth money. All right, let me move on to this. This is pretty cool. This says Cheshire Cat. I'm assuming this is from Alice in Wonderland. This looks like it's a heavy, nice old one. Obviously, it's a nutcracker. Open it up, and it says Peerage, England. I did not look this up or anything, but it was only $5. In my mind, something like this is worth $20 to $50. I'm not sure. Here's something I learned from watching videos. On Raleigh Roots, they said that these, I don't know what they call them, but the flat bottom coffee mugs, unspillable, whatever, like no spill, whatever. People are paying 20 and up for them. Not really sure. I'm going to find out. Could be wrong. But either way, it's a pretty cool mug. And this one also is a Space Needle in Seattle, vintage. I'm not sure when they made these. Maybe 70s, maybe 80s. Maybe they still make them today. Beats the hell out of me. But this is me buying something for $1 and then seeing what happens. My friend borrowed these. I bought these 2 CDs today for $1. There was a lot more CDs there, but CDs aren't selling as well they are, so I'm only buying certain artists. I will pay 50 cents or less for some rock, but I've decided just to go like only pay $1 for things like The Doors, Led Zeppelin, Rubber Soul, that kind of music, stuff that I don't find a lot, and it's very easy and whatever to sell, because I have an insane amount of CDs right now, and I kind of have a source. Even though I haven't gone to buy any right now because I still have tons. And even if I don't care. It's like CDs are kind of dropping in price, getting harder to sell, so I'm not worried about them right now. I'm going to mess around with other stuff. All right, well, this was $2. I don't know. This might be 20 to 30. Not really sure. It's Fracas. The Robert Peugeot. And it's from Paris, France. I haven't figured out the size on it yet, but it feels relatively full. So, all right, I'm going to finish up with the jewelry. So like I said, let me, you know what, I'll finish up with the jewelry, and then maybe I'll do some rough math on how I think I did today. Listen to house pins. These are great to lot, not worth much otherwise. This is a pretty cool cat pin. I'm not sure if you would consider this a Jelly Belly, but it's a Jelly Belly type, because it has like a glass or plastic insert in the belly, and they call those Jelly Bellies. The really valuable ones are made by Jafari, I think, and companies like that. These are pretty cool. This is an anatomically correct man. and woman gold tone stick pin, unknown maker, and there's the woman. So I don't know how these were to be worn side by side or whatever, but here's just a nice pretty rhinestone bow necklace. Let's see. Okay. This stick pin is 18 karat. I'm sorry, 14 karat gold. It says it right on the back. Let me see if I can easily focus in on that. Yeah, it's just that right there. My hands are very cold today. It's very cold out today. Okay. And then these also are 14 karat. I believe they say it right on the shanks. Either they do or they don't, you know. They say something. Marie said it said 14 karat, so I believe her. These are neat. These are enamel butterflies. Okay, these are most likely, and they're enamel on both sides. I'm guessing they could be Chinese, they could be French, they could be anything. They do not go to the magnet, as far as I can tell. Okay. Then this stuff, Marie was hoping was either silver or gold, but that is not silver. And obviously that is not silver, because I just showed you that one. And then, there you go, not gold. Anyway, that's everything I got today. I didn't get to shop a lot, because we had to stop and do errands. I didn't even spend a lot of money, but I'm happy. What do I think I'm going to make when I sell all this stuff? I'm going to say at least 200 right there. I'm going to say at least 200. I'm going to say at least 50, 250. I'm going to say at least 50, 50, 50, 350. But I'm going really low on these. This could be 150 or 125. This could be 100 plus. So anyway, going really low. I'm at 350. 355. Possibly I'll go low. I'll go 375. I'll just go $5 for this, because if I'm wrong, 380. This to me is 50 at least and up. So where am I? 380. I'm at 430. Okay, this is 20 at least, so 450. 455. I'm gonna say 15, so 470. I'm just gonna say 10, 480. This is a mystery. I'm just gonna say 20, because if it's a Jelly Belly, or I can figure out who makes it or whatever, it could be more. But I'm just gonna say $20. So I guess that's 40.90. This is probably like, say, $20. So that's 510. And these are gold. So I'm gonna I don't know. I haven't put them on a scale. I'm gonna say $40. So that's 550, and that's BS. I'm just gonna say, I think today I'm gonna make at least 550 off of this stuff when I do sell it all. But like I said, overall a pretty decent day. You know, I just got to start listing some of this stuff, and do a little bit more research. Otherwise, you know what? Go check my other YouTube channel, Scummy Resellers. You'll see some live hunting there, and me talking a little bit about my shopping experience of the day. And subscribe to my friends that are in the link. And I don't know, other stuff like the video and whatever. Otherwise, I'm out of here. Tomorrow's another day. Could be a better day. Don't know. It's such a crapshoot when I do this. To be honest, the reason I got these pieces today was because I got there early and everybody was looking for other stuff. Anyway, I'm out of here. Goodbye.